Welcome to the Multi-Unit Leadership Certification graduation event of the spring cohort of 2025. This is always a very exciting day for us, a day of celebration and acknowledgement of everything that you have done to be able to deserve to be here today. And trust me, I know what you have done. Clearly, I designed the program, so I know that it took a lot of focus and work and dedication and planning and along the way understand during the plan module, right, how to plan your time and adjust and but we know that as you did all of this and did what it was required to be here today for graduation, it really says something about you and your character and what you are willing to do to achieve your goals for you and your organization. I am so proud of all that you accomplished and are happy to celebrate you today on the things that you have accomplished, to make this happen. So we'd like to welcome all the students and the graduates for today, and also all the direct supervisors that are joining us in the celebration, again, to acknowledge the accomplishment of what you have done today. But before I move forward, let me go ahead and pass on the baton to your instructor, Mr. Curtis Moore, so that he can say a few words for you, the graduating class of spring of 2025. So, Curtis, with that said, take it over.
First of all, no one was celebrating that it's over. Matter of fact, everybody is sad that they don't get to show up next Tuesday at 10:30. I know you are. I know you are. Um, I want to congratulate you on your effort. I always said, and I think I told you before, you to be a great supervisor, you got to have more than great effort. But I don't care what you have. If you don't have great effort, it's going to hold you back. So thank you for your great effort and your dedication. I went through this material in deciding whether to, come out of my retired life, so to speak. And I remember calling Aisha. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to do here. If all of you were, put on 10-week leave where this is all you had to do, that'd be wonderful. But you didn't. You accomplished your job as you went along. So many congratulations for that, and your commitment to learn. You didn't have to do this. Many of you might have thought, I'm an okay supervisor. I'm pretty good, but you committed to learn, to better yourself, to brighten your future. My goal, my hope in Aisha's and Monica's and everybody else, Ilse's, is that that this does impact your future going forward because of the skills that you learned here. Um, I really look at AFA. We provide some critical things, some knowledge, some tools, and support, um, so that you can expand your knowledge. Remember, I told you don't confuse activity with results. That is just in your back pocket. Every other day, pull it out and don't confuse activity with results. And people don't decide their success, they decide their routines. That's the critical thing. And the routines that you choose will decide the level of your success. Another word for routines, I think, one way to look at it is a synonym is structure. And if I look at the functionality of a word, it's structure that it gives you. Now, not just any kind of structure. For you as a supervisor, the routines that you're picking, these critical things, have to cause change, positive change in your stores. That's the routines that you're developing to cause this kind of change. Um, I usually say, now what? Now what do you do? But I heard a speech yesterday, and the guy said he was the valedictorian. And I look at you, you're all valedictorian. You, like he said, you worked hard. You worked terribly hard to do this and to accomplish. And I would hope that when you did get through that you got invited to you passed the test, you got invited, you took the test and you passed it, and um, that there was some celebration. That was your, what's called, quote, your 15 minutes. I mean, wow, this is great. So now I ask you, like I heard this guy say, now what about the 16th minute after the celebration? When all the confetti is swept out of the way, you as a supervisor, what are you going to do then? So I call it you check you. See, Aisha and I can't fly to where you live and follow you around to make sure that you are spending adequate time planning, that you do have some system about maintenance and sanitation, all these things that I assume you think now are really important and you want to do them. We can't do that. We don't live where you live. Here's my suggestion. The things that are important to you today in the 15th minute, go to your calendar when this call is over and go 30 days from today and make an entry. You check you. And in the notes section, what is it that you hope in 30 days you're still doing? I would say in 60 and 90. After 90 days, if you're not doing them, you're probably not going to. And in 90 days, if you are doing them, that's probably going to be your new way of life. But start with the 30 days. And in 30 days, it's going to pop up and ask you, are you doing these things? Because you're the one that wrote them. I hope I'm doing A, B, whatever. You make the list so you check. These are DPAs, daily practical applications, right? That these aren't just theories. These are things that people can watch you do, right? Lastly, take time for yourself and take time for your family. I wish somebody had. I had a boss that Aisha knows after she left. Aisha was that way. She was very concerned that people took care of themselves and had time for their family. But if nobody else is going to do that, you have to do that. It's important. Um, Use the calendar and keep in mind the calendar is that shiny, fantastic toolbox. It's got LED lights. Yes, it's cool. But what's important is when you open the drawers and you see these things that you've put in that now that will help you be successful. So thank you for everything. I can't believe it's over. It went by quick.
Thank you, Curtis. And you're right. It is a lot. What you have learned and what is in the curriculum and what you have gone through is a lot, but I was unwilling to give you any less. What you have received in the past few weeks has been an accumulation of knowledge, experience, and wisdom of over 35 years, guys. The access that you have now of the tactical and practical processes and procedures that are going to make your life easier, better, with better results. You're going to be able to work hard, but see the results of that work and be proud of what you do every day while you still have what we call work-life harmony. I don't know if there's balance in there, but at least there can be harmony. And so what we have given you are the tools to be able to make that happen. One of the things that I keep sharing with our students and our clients is that there is a limited amount of knowledge and tools and process that you need to be successful. It's not unlimited. It's not like a million things out in the air. It is limited. And for the most part, you have received that information in the past few weeks. This is it. If you go back and look at your workbook and the notes, which by the way, you have access until the 22nd of this month. And we've done that so that you are able to go back and review anything that you want. If there's anything that's missing in your workbook, go ahead and complete it. Because that binder, that knowledge, that information is the same or very similar skills and knowledge that took me from being a district manager to a director to running a franchise to running a whole brand. Those routines, that discipline, that leadership situation, all the things that you have learned are the things that are going to carry you from now and on. And so I hope that you realize that you receive this information and now hopefully already started applying, but continue to apply it every day. Not only to honor and thank the people that invested in you if it was not you yourself, but it's a way to give back and pay it forward on knowledge and skills that you have received that will be with you for the rest of your life. Nobody can ever take this knowledge from you, ever. This will carry you for the rest of life. And someone chose, hopefully people that are here, chose to invest in you. They thought highly of you enough to think this person is worth our time and our money and our resources to give them these tools. And not every franchisee or business owner does that. You are really special. And that's why you're here today. And so think about that and not only do it for them and paying it forward, but also for yourselves. Because if you have any aspirations of being better and higher and achieve more, this is the knowledge that's going to take you there. And I'm telling you, with all our commitment on our care and yes, our love, we have given you this knowledge that the curve that took and takes many people years and sometimes decades to receive, you guys got it in 10 weeks. Right? Now you have the knowledge, is what you do with it, right? Having this knowledge doesn't do you any good unless you're actually implementing it and making it part of who you are and what you do every day. And that's what we hope. So, having said that, what I actually want to do is hear from each and every one of the graduates today. I want to hear, so I'm going to call each of you, so prepare yourselves. I'm going to call each of the graduates and I'm going to ask you to share maybe one or two things that a nugget of knowledge or process or tool that you're taking with you that is going to make a difference, or maybe it's already making a difference in how you do your job every day. Okay, because I want to give you the chance to be able to share those thoughts and see where you're thinking and how are you taking advantage of what you just learned. So with that, I'm going to start with the Popeyes brand. And actually, Claudine, she was the first one in the call today. We actually let her in a little early with us. So Claudine de Guzman from the Popeyes brand, would you please share a couple of words about, what you're taking from, from the experience, one or two things of what you're taking from the experience that's changing how you do your job every day. And now you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Hi, morning. Yeah, one of the most valuable things I learned from the program is how to conduct an effective unit visit with the purpose and structures. And now I plan every visit through my calendar scheduling, which helped me consistent and intentional. I focus on coaching, identifying the key opportunities, and building clear action plans with my leader. This approach created the alignment, accountability, and stronger store performance. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. You've been prepared for that. That's
Yeah.
amazing, Claudine.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes, the effective unit visit is the number one tool for you to be able to ensure that your team members are executing the brand and business systems every single day. And if you do that well, wow, anything is possible. So I see Giovanna Jurado, your direct supervisor, is here. So Giovanna, I would like to give you, and by the way, all of the direct supervisors that have joined us today, by the way, thank you for being here. For the direct supervisors that have joined us today, it just shows your commitment for your people and how proud you are of their accomplishment and your support. And that really means the world to them. It is something that really makes a difference. And the fact that you took the time to be here is super special. So with that, Giovanna, would you mind unmuting yourself and saying a couple words about what Claudine just accomplished?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It is amazing. I can't believe it's already done. Thank you so much, guys, for all the knowledge that you have cascaded to Claudine and all the other leaders that we have sent to you. Seeing Claudine now in action in the store with the leaders, I see her more mature. I see her being able to picture a bigger picture for herself and for her team. which is at the end of the day what we do and where we make the difference, right? Like making a difference for those that work for us in the store. So that's amazing. Being like seeing her being able to do that is just it's worth all this 8 weeks, 10 weeks, all the money, everything. It's just amazing. So thank you and congratulations, Claudine.
Thank you, Giovanna.
Thank you, Giovanna. Yes, yes, wonderful. Okay, so also from the Popeyes brand, Veronica Pereira, our next graduate. Veronica, can you please unmute yourself and share a couple of words, a couple of things, one or two things that you're taking away from this program that is changing how you do your job every day now?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. First, I want to thanks you guys to take all your time to give us all this course, amazing course, and thank to my bosses, the company, to, like you said in the beginning, investing on me. And I for sure I will put this on plant every day. The first thing that I just keep my attention was that the way that I planned my day. I know things can be happens the way that we want, but like you guys say in the course, if we don't plan, we fail to plan. We don't have a plan to do. It's like we're gonna be lost in the ocean, nowhere to go. So I really learned the way that I don't gonna be out of my house if I don't have a plan. Emergency, yeah. Like you guys say, jump to the emergency and go back to the plan that you had in your day. So, and the second thing was that the word that I really keep my attention was inspire. We inspire our team. We have a big role to inspire them because they wanna do and follow what we do. So, and the last thing was coach and train all the time. We just want to walk into the unit and we just want to, oh yes, hello, bye, and that's it. Even we're going to say hello, like we say, we have to say hi and hello to our team. That doesn't mean anything. They don't want to see and inspire from our side. So again, thank you so much, and I hope I can get a lot of benefits from this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Veronica. I really appreciate that. And you're inspiring. Absolutely. That is, and the reason we actually very at the beginning said that, distinction between what a unit manager is and a district manager is, and really is execution versus inspiration. And if you are ever able to be the type of leader that inspires your team, I mean, anything is possible, right? For sure. So I see Matthew Salmon is here, the direct supervisor. So Matthew, would you mind unmuting yourself and say a couple of words about what Vero just accomplished?
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty exciting. I've known Veronica now for over 5 years, and to see where she is now and is very exciting, and I'm really proud of her. I promoted her to GM over 5 years, little over 5 years ago, and then last year both of us got promotions, and I promoted her to district manager for us as our company has grown. And so Veronica has been in her role for a little over a year now, about 14 months now. And I'm so glad that she was able to take this program. And we had the last, the winter session, we had Valeria take the course. And so wanted Veronica to take the course, and we'll have more to take the course soon. But anyways, I think this is great for her, and especially with Veronica, she was like what you guys refer to as a super GM. She was amazing as a general manager. She won our company's general manager of the year 2 years in a row. Her store just over exceeded, and she's really starting to really gel in her role as a district manager. And I think this course and what she's going to learn in the future is wonderful. And I'm super proud of you, Veronica. And I'm excited to work with you moving forward.
That is wonderful. Thank you very much for those words, Matthew. I really appreciate that. And I know Monica said thank you back. That's wonderful. Great. All right, so staying with the same Popeyes brand, Maribela Salazar, you're here. Please unmute yourself and share one or two things that you're taking away from this program and what you learned that's going to change how you do your job every day.
Good morning, everyone. Two things that I actually learned from this class. One is definitely the personality test. It actually helped me enhance myself and identify who I am, but also is that how my personality also affects and contributes to my daily operations, visiting my leaders. Understanding also their personalities and being able to adjust is actually a big part of inspiring people and being a role model for that. So that's definitely my biggest one. And of course, keeping my calendar. I was an old school in terms of I was always using, my notebook, and I know Curtis is like just move on and use your phone. And it's been very helpful because I know that now I have reminders. I have set it always for 30 minutes and 10 minutes before a call or an appointment, and this is really helpful. So thank you, Curtis, for pushing me to give up on my notebook and and move on my through my phone. But definitely, I think that those are my biggest key components, takeaways that I learned, along with, of course, efficient store visits and ensuring that every time I go to a store, there's always an intention and purpose leaving the building. So thank you for that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Maribel. Congratulations on that, and great learnings to carry with you, and going forward for sure. So that's fantastic. And it is 2025. Trust me, I still have all of my planners, my paper planners. I always got like pretty planners and always use them all the time. But let me tell you, the moment that you make the move to technology and it's always there with you, it's a game changer. I could not do what I do anymore if I did not have, the tool that I do now to do everything that I have. So great job with that, Maribel. And I'm not sure if Ergun is here, your direct supervisor. I don't see you. I don't know if you have a different name. If you're here, would you mind unmuting yourself and saying a couple words about Maribel and what she accomplished? I don't see Ergun.
I don't think he is in. I know he's traveling, so
Oh,
he
I
might.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on behalf of Mr. Ergen, I wanted to let you know that we're very proud of what you accomplished, and congratulations on your graduation today. And good job going through and making it happen, regardless of everything that you went through these past few weeks, because I know that you and all the graduates, things happen. Everybody
Yes.
had something happen throughout these weeks, and you still did what you had to do to be able to complete this and be here to celebrate. So congratulations on that, Maribel.
Thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and go to I know your name is Asaya, but I'm gonna call you Cici Hernandez from Coffee Fellows. So Cici, can you please unmute yourself and share a couple of words of what you take away from this program, from graduating and going through this program today?
I think the biggest takeaway is the organization. I've always thought I was very organized, but this just showed me completely different ways to grow in that aspect versus using like a calendar versus my notepad that I use, or even using the like templates that you guys have provided us. Like all of those things combined has helped grow my organization. So I think that's the biggest thing that I'm going to be taking moving forward.
Yeah, very good. And I see Barry's here. So Barry, would you mind unmuting yourself and sharing a couple of words about what Cici just went through?
Yes, we are. We're very proud of CC. The rest of the team is also on the call here to celebrate her hard work here. We're very happy about all the things that she's learned. And I think it's a great opportunity for her to not only get all these different perspectives, but also learn from her other peers in the industry.
Wonderful. I love that the team is here to celebrate with you, CC. That's wonderful. Very, very good. Thank you for that, Barry. So let's move on to Sheila Garcia from the Burger King brand. Sheila, would you please unmute yourself and share, one or two things that you take with you from participating in this program?
There was actually a lot more than just one or two. but most definitely the calendar, right? So I will continue to use that shiny toolbox. It is very before I used to do to-do lists, but no to-do list was something new to me. I was like, oh wow, okay. So now I'm utilizing that the calendar for sure. And then the effective unit visits, just not a wanderer, right? Go with a purpose and intention, and to make sure, like, I give everybody like the greeting and then the bite that they deserve, and not just like go and leave. So, and then the role itself, right, like that, to be able to inspire people is like it stick to me, and I keep on repeating it to myself. It's like we're here to inspire. So yes, I'm sad. Curtis is correct. I'm sad that this is over, but I'm very happy that I was given this opportunity to be in this class. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, yeah, wondering. No more wanderers, right? And people, district managers go into the units wondering, right? Like, okay, what do I do? But now that's not you guys anymore, because you know exactly how to decide before you go into the unit what exactly you're going to do, and you're going to be with a purpose and intention. I love that. And I see that your direct supervisor, Sank Yukal, is here. So, Sank, would you mind unmuting yourself and sharing a couple of words for what Sheila just went through and accomplished?
Yeah, sure. First, I would like to thank you, Asha, and Curtis and Monica. It was a great classes and great time, and I'm very happy, very proud of Sheila's accomplishment, and she has done the amazing job. And we did the action plans together, homeworks together, and I seen like her daily routines, weekly routines, and monthly routines has been changed. Like it put her like positive impact, and she had planned like and execute well, and also she understanding the role itself. Like it's a people business. It's inspiring the people. You plan your day, you execute it, and it was a great courses, and thank you again for great amazing tools that they've been using. And yeah, it was very impactful, her knowledge. And so it makes like days goes like faster and smoother. So yeah, overall enhance the knowledge and experiment. And thank you.
Thank you, Sank, for those words, and already seeing the change in Sheila for sure. Awesome. All right, so then we move on to Dequan McBride from the Five Guys brand. Dequan, can you please unmute yourself and share a couple of words of what you take away from this program that has changed how you do your job every day?
Okay, so first off, thank you, Kobe, and Life Food for putting me through this program. I think between the principles, that we were introduced to in the program and the tools that I learned a lot. The best principle of leading people that I pulled away from this was hire slow, fire slow. That was so much different from how I typically handle people. I was always like quick to offboard, but by pacing it differently, I'm getting some really promising results and a lot of joy from working through some of the areas of opportunities that people have, and seeing the process through. I think that's the most enjoyable part of the job too, like seeing the person change and getting a different person in the end that you hired. In terms of like the tools, one of the best like tools and processes that I've implemented was the unit profile. I think it's a great tool to look at the business at a glance, and it helps with conversations with Kobe, my boss, my peers, the people I lead, about what's really going on in the restaurant. And even their visions, because I did have to make certain visions, but I feel like it made it even better, once I did their visions that, Monica asked me to do. I feel like with scheduling, my visits are a lot more focused, and I go out into the district very intentionally and accomplish what I came for every time. It was really great. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. No, that is fantastic. And it is, so great to see, the things that, that you guys are taking away, and being able to grab that and implement it and make the change. When I decided to change the view that happens in the industry, right? What I say, the hire slow and fire fast, that I had never been in agreement with. And not that it means that we're going to let people do the wrong thing, but that we're going to focus on find out why that behavior is happening, and have the conversations to invite the team member to change that behavior. Because this is how we're going to be able to find superstars of the future when they realize that somebody actually cares enough about them to find out, and then have them step up to be the best person that they can be. And when people do that, they will be there for you for a long time. And so I'm glad that you got that message, that you embraced it, and you actually seeing how human beings can change just the moment that people know that they care, that somebody cares about them, and that you're committed to their excellence. So I love that. Thank you for that, Dequan. So with that being said, Mr. Colby, let me invite you to say a couple of words about what Dequan just accomplished.
Yeah, first of all, congrats, Daquan. I mean, background for you guys, Daquan just got promoted to this role, so he's been doing this course while trying to learn a brand new position in a really tough market. So, really proud of the change I've seen in him. Someone mentioned inspiring the team is a huge part of this, and I'm also a graduate of this program and learned a lot about that as well. And really seeing that change in his team as he's developing a brand new team. So really changing some cultural issues in his market through how he's inspiring his team. And then also, like he mentioned, really taking his time to make sure that he gets the right crew members, the right leaders, and taking his time and developing them the right way has been a huge impact on his success in the short term already. So thank you to you guys as well for helping that and helping our brand as a whole. I think all of our multi-unit leaders have been through this, and we've seen a huge change in their priorities, how they manage that, and I'm excited to see that in Daquan. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Colby. Yes, our alumni graduate. Good to have you here and to be able to have your trust and commitment to help you and your brand. And we could not be happier to be able to do that for you guys. So wonderful. All right, so the next graduate is Mr. Jonathan P. Lewis from the McDonald's brand, and he's actually a franchisee. So, Jonathan, can you please unmute yourself and share a couple of words of what you take from this program and what you learned that's now changing how you do what you do every day?
Sure. So first off, just want to say thank you guys to Aisha, Curtis, Monica. You guys have been a huge impact on all of us, and I think that sometimes we don't hear all the good things and sometimes it's all bad. So I want to make sure to say thank you guys for what you've done for us. And then also just thinking bigger scale, the impact that you guys are having on the retail industry is remarkable. So congratulations to you guys and AFA as a whole. I think for me, the big takeaway was just the structure of the systems and routines and how you guys have structured all of those into a systematic process. If I had to pick one of the tools or a couple of the tools, and I wrote about this in my essay yesterday, but the effective visit form, I joke around with my team in the last couple of weeks that we've redesigned the visit 72 times over my career. And the one thing that we have always missed in our redesign is handing them a graded score when we're there. And so I think that that's a missing element that we've got to add in. So appreciate that tool very much. The second one that I wrote about, for me personally, I've had the to-do list, and the to-do list, I continue to add things to the to-do list and run out of time and try to cram things in when I don't have extra time. And so that negatively impacts my family. The big one for me was the 4 Ds. And if I can do it in 5 minutes, knock it out, delegate it. If I can delegate it, and then designate it. And so I think even more for me than that kind of structure, and then delete it, obviously, but more than that structure is my first mindset goes to, if I can't delegate it, why can't I delegate it? And who can I train to get there? And so I think that's just been a big piece for me as well. So again, and then the final thing I wrote down here today was, I check me, or you check you, right? And so at this point, it's accountability, it's self-accountability. And sometimes I think we all need a little additional discipline and self-accountability in all areas of our life. So I will be checking myself at the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day mark. And so again, thank you guys. And then the last thank you would just be to everybody else that was in the class. I think at the end of the day, sometimes we're all afraid to speak up and say things, but we all learn from one another. So I've learned something from all of you guys. So appreciate all that you guys have done for me. So thanks.
Thank you for that, Jonathan. Great words, and we really appreciate you sharing that. And yeah, you check you. And I think that the things that you have learned here, even with your experience and as a business owner, it is very exciting to hear. So that's wonderful. So that means that that is our graduates. Obviously, we have a few that were not able to make it today, but you know what? They still did what was required to be able to deserve and earn the multi-unit leadership certification program from the brand. You're going to receive a certification like this. So let me, before I actually share that, let me just say that what you have done these past few weeks, as you all know, is not pie in the sky, is not theory. What you have received is tactical, practical information that now you will be able to take for the rest of your career in, in what you do every day. And our purpose here at the Academy is to provide you with the knowledge, the tools, and the resources that you need to be successful. As from hearing you all, it inspires us. It inspires Monica and Curtis, and we have a few other members of our team here, Ilse and Laura and Isabel, that are part of our team, here to celebrate you and acknowledge you and see, because what we do every day is exactly for this, so that we know that we're making a difference in the industry. And thank you, Jonathan, for acknowledging that, because this is exactly what we do every day and why we do it. And I remember that once you've been part of the AFA family, you will always be part of the AFA family. And so now I would say that you have all met the requirements to receive the multi-unit leadership certification from the American Franchise Academy. You will be getting this on the mail, and the certification says the following: the faculty of the American Franchise Academy hereby confers to Claudine de Guzman, Veronica Pereira, Maribel Salazar, Haley Boza, Asaya Hernandez, Sheila Garcia, Dequan McBride, Jonathan P. Lewis, Mallory Hale, and Scott Kitry the certification of multi-unit leadership, together with all the rights, privileges, and honor appertaining thereto in consideration of the satisfactory completion of the course prescribed by the faculty of this academy, in testimony thereof, hereunto affix the seal of the academy and the signature of the officer thereof. So your certification will be on the mail in the next couple of days. I want you to be proud of what you have accomplished. The fact that you went all the way through, it really says something about you and how special you are and committed to be better than you were before. So congratulations in this great achievement. With that, we close today's event. Thank you for being with us today. Please stay in touch and let us know how you are doing in your career, and we hope to be able to serve you in any other way in the future. So with that, thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your time, and we'll see you hopefully soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
you. Thank you,
Bye.
Vera. Yes, thank you,
Bye.
everybody. Bye-bye. Congratulations. Yes. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
everybody.
much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Well done.